Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Join me on this trip to uncover the mystical tales of Dracula Castle. Okay, so let's just search for our flight to Bucharest. We just arrived in Bucharest. Now we just have to wait for my brother and mother to just come and pick me up and to go to Brasov and Dracula Castle. Good morning, adventurers! After we drank our coffee and had some breakfast, we left towards the Dracula Castle. Today we are delving into one of the most famous landmarks in history, Dracula Castle, also called Castle. Nestled high in the mystic Carpathian mountains of Romania, let's uncover the legends, the history, and maybe even a ghost story or two. This is Dracula Castle, often linked to the legendary figure of Count Dracula. Vlad the Impaler was a complex figure, both a hero and a monster in the Romanian history. His brutal tactics were a response to the turbulent political of his time. The Dracula legend is a mix of history and fiction. In the 15th century, in the shadowy halls of Dracula Castle, lived Vlad the Impaler, a ruler feared across Romania. Known for his fierce defense of Wallachia against the Ottomans, Vlad earned his infamous nickname due to his brutal methods of punishing enemies. The history says that in one cold winter night, news reached Vlad of an invasion. Determined to protect his land, he came up with a chilling plan. As the Ottoman army approached, he ordered his soldiers to lay a trap, creating an illusion of a deserted castle. The enemy, confident of an easy victory, rushed forwards. As they entered the castle grounds, Vlad's hidden forces jumped into action. Armed with crossbows and swords, they fought fiercely, while Vlad himself appeared in the shadows, striking terror into the hearts of his enemies. Those who fled found themselves surrounded by sharpened stakes, a grim reminder of Vlad's rage. After the battle, the castle stood silent but victorious. Vlad's tactics, while ruthless, secured his reign and terrified his enemies, becoming a legend that would echo throughout history. The tales of his cruelty blended with folklore, giving rise to the vampire myth that still haunts Dracula Castle today. In the end, Vlad the Impaler remained a complex figure, both a national hero and a terrifying monster, forever etched in the archives of history. As we step inside, you can almost feel the weight of history. This castle was built in the 14th century, serving as a fortress against invading forces. The castle is located 25 kilometers away from Brasov, and it was built by the Saxons in 1377. Now serves as a national monument and a landmark in Transylvania. Now let's see what other characters shaped the history of Dracula Castle. Though Dracula Castle is steeped in vampire lore, it was Queen Mary who transformed it into a symbol of Romanian royalty. After acquiring the castle in 1920, she saw beyond its dark legends and envisioned a beautiful retreat. Queen Mary infused this castle with her artistic vision, turning it into a stunning residence filled with art, decorations, and exquisite furniture. Look at this, armor worn by the knights of the past. It's incredible to think about the lives that once inhabited these walls. Noblemen, warriors, and even perhaps the Count himself. These dimly lit hallways could easily spark your imagination. Legend has it that Vlad the Impaler was notorious for his brutal methods, impaling his enemies and displaying them as a warning. Creepy, right? Now, going back to Queen Mary and her life here, this was one of her favorite spots, the library. Queen Mary was an enthusiastic reader and a talented writer. Here she wrote letters and stories that captures the essence of her royal duties and personal struggles. Mary hosted lavish dinners where she would entertain public figures and friends. Imagine the laughter and conversation echoing of these stone walls, a charming blend of a history and hospitality. From this balcony, Queen Mary could gaze over the breathtaking Carpathian Mountains. This serene view offered her peace in her tumultuous political climate of her time. It's easy to see why she fell in love with this place. Now let's go into the dark side of the castle. As night falls, the atmosphere shifts. The castle takes on a more mysterious aura, perfect for ghost stories. Legend has it that the visitors have felt strange presence within these walls. The history talks about the ladies in the white named Yelele. Yelele haunted these woods, attracting unsuspecting souls with their beauty and charming songs. Many who followed their melodies vanished without a trace. On one moonlit night, a brave traveler ventured into the forest, drawn by the haunting music of the Yelele. He followed the sound deeper and deeper, losing himself into the woods. But the further he went, the darker it became. He finally reached the source of the music. He saw the Yelele dancing under the moonlight, beautiful and delicate. He stepped forward, but as he did, their laughter turned into whisper, cold and sinister. The Yelele revealed their true nature. With a flick of their wrist, they trapped him, pulled him into their world. The traveler was never seen again, leaving only the echoes of their haunting songs behind. So remember, if you ever hear the enchanting music of the ukulele near Dracula's castle, be careful. You might just become the next lost soul in their dance. Now imagine, would you dare to spend the night here? Imagine what life was like in the castle centuries ago. The echoes of the history still resonate through its walls, and perhaps, if you listen closely, you might hear the whispers of the past. Now, as we ended up the tour, we enjoyed the beautiful day in the garden of the castle, drinking coffee and listening to the birds. Different vibe, right? As we continued to explore Brasov, we lost ourselves on the streets and found a museum of communism, which I want to share it with you in the next episode. Communism regime has been a part of Romania for more than 40 years, making the life of Romanians tough and strict. Come with me into the next episode to explore this part of history of Romania. Thanks for joining me on this haunting adventure of Dracula Castle. If you enjoy this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more explorations. Until the next time, keep your lanterns lit and your imagination wild.